Alright, so there's some big rumors floating around right now. The people covering these rumors are saying it's pretty credible, but it's a rumor nonetheless, so take this with some major grains of salt, alright? But apparently, an Android mobile game called Sonic Runners Adventure is coming soon. Apparently it's in development. I'm gonna read the article here. It said, rumors, Sega and Gameloft are preparing a new game called Sonic Adventure Runners, waiting for official acknowledgement, is what the tweet says, who originally broke the news on Twitter. If this rumor is true, a new mobile game called Sonic Runners Adventure or Sonic Adventure Runners, I think Sonic Runners Adventure sounds better, but is on the horizon. An official acknowledgement may be coming soon. The game is being developed by Sega and Gameloft, who made the mobile ports of Sonic and Sega All-Stars Racing and Sonic Unleashed. Yes, there's a mobile version of Sonic Unleashed. Look it up. Along with the 2010 HD remake of Earthwork Jim. And by the way, I wanted to cover that mobile version of Sonic Unleashed one of these days, but I had to find an emulator for it. It was acting up, but one day I'll cover it, don't worry. The game is a runner genre game which may run on Java ME. The RLS date is listed as soon. It is being developed for Android. There was even some images found. We won't include those just in case there are legal problems, but the banners indicate a large presence of modern Sonic, which it should. This whole thing may have origins from this thread where the discussion started, so the link is some thread. Originally there was rumored info on a Gameloft mobile game called Sonic Boom from 3 years ago. Is this related? No way of knowing for sure right now, but people in the thread are speculating that a name change may have happened. Was this originally supposed to be a Sonic Boom mobile game that changed to a main series one? Many questions are unanswered, but first things first, the game itself. Nothing from Sega about this, so obviously it's a rumor. However, there's nothing that raises suspicion about this at all. It's something. We don't know for sure yet that this game is real, but if so, things could change interesting soon. Stay tuned. Now, let me know what you guys think about this, but honestly, I loved Sonic Runners. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Like, it was such a fun game. I put hours and hours into it. I beat it twice on 2 different devices. Like, I love that game, man. And you know, my whole channel revolved around Sonic Runners at one point. I have a full playthrough of Sonic Runners to this day, still on my channel. I put all the cutscenes into a movie and put them on my channel. Like, I don't play around. But there were a few issues with it. Like, version 1.0 was the best version, with the exception of, you know, Tails not being able to just automatically like curl into a ball and hurt enemies when it was flying. But overall, version 1 was the best version. Then they made it way more money grabbing and harder to get red rings, and it became a problem. And they did all sorts of schemes like timed mode to try and get more red rings out of you, and the roulette wheel, of course. I'm not gonna get into too much detail on that because I made a full video called Why Sonic Runners Failed. Now, if you didn't know already, the original Sonic Runners actually got shut down in 2016, probably because it wasn't making enough money because they messed up the game so much. Also, another thing that I discussed in my Why Sonic Runners Failed video. So if you want to check that out and find out exactly why I believe the game failed, you can watch that and get the full info. But if they were to fix the problems that I outlined in that video and just make a new Sonic Runners experience, but this time with more stages, like obviously it's a mobile game, so you can't expect too much originality, but they could add more speed type stages. They could take like Radical Highway or stages from other early 3D Sonic games or whatever, even from the 2D games. Like, I wouldn't mind seeing an Oil Ocean themed stage in Sonic Runners. Like, they could have all of these stages from past Sonic games. You know, this could be where they could do all their rehashing and then leave the main series for original stuff, you know? As long as they don't ruin the core gameplay, which is what made Sonic Runners 1.0 so fun, and then they just build on that and remove the problems that I mentioned in my Why Sonic Runners Failed video, this could be a good sequel. I don't know if they should keep the story in there. I mean, I didn't mind the story too much, but if there's no voice acting, it's just kind of drags on for a while. I mean, Sonic Rivals 2 got voice acting, so if that can get voice acting, you'd think that Runners could get a bit of voice acting love as well. But yeah, that's all I got to say on this. Personally, I think there's a good chance that this is true. The fact that they said in the article that they were withholding screenshots due to potential legal issues means there's images of the game that are out there somewhere. And Blue Paradox pointed out that there's a full-blown FAQ page for Sonic Runners Adventure on the Gameloft website, and Gameloft are credible developers. This isn't some random website. I checked the URL myself. I went there. They got all the questions like, do I need to be connected to the internet to play and whatnot? So I'm gonna link to that in the description. But yeah, either way, it was an interesting topic, and I haven't talked about Sonic Runners in such a long time, so I thought I'll bring this to the forefront for you guys to see it and judge for yourself. Do you think this rumor is true or not? But yeah, that's all I gotta say right now, so the Premy out.